Selfdiscipline for Tedious, Boring, and Difficult Things. Written by Peter Hollins, narrated by Russell Newton. If you're like most human beings, chances are there are two powerful forces working in you at all times. The first is the sincere desire to be better, to do more, to get organized, and to build a rock-solid life you can consistently stay in charge of. And the second part is the lazy slacker who would rather not bother. We all want the laser-like focus, the discipline, and the sustained, focused effort that really makes a difference in building the kind of lives we want for ourselves. And yet, there's that lazy slacker in the background, working against all these high-minded ambitions. Isn't there some way to just ditch that guy once and for all? Isn't there a way to live an ultra-productive, successful life without having to spend so much effort? In this book, I'm going to be really honest with you. Wanting success without effort is precisely the kind of slacker ideology that we are going to leave behind. The objective here is not to find a way for you to magically find hard work less hard, or to trick yourself into believing that the more disciplined path is the easier, more comfortable path. I'm not going to tell you that, for one simple reason. It's just not true. Now that we got that out of the way, here's the good news. Although learning to be more disciplined takes effort, it definitely isn't impossible. It's something anyone can learn to do, no matter how lazy and unmotivated you feel right now. In the chapters that follow, I'm going to try to convince you that laziness and a lack of discipline, productivity, is not really even a result of too little effort. Rather, it's a result of unfocused, inelegant, poorly organized effort. Namely, the problem is not that you don't have enough energy or willpower, but rather that you are spending it on all the wrong things. Throughout this book, we'll take as a given the following principle. Being successful, accomplishing your goals, and being disciplined and focused means applying your efforts to the things that are genuinely under your control. Being uninspired, unfocused, and lacking purpose and motivation means applying your efforts to things that are not under your control and never will be. Let's take a closer look. Things that are usually not under your control. Other people's actions and choices. Random external events. The laws of physics. The finiteness of time. Natural biological limits. And, for most people, the fact of needing to work, earn money, pay bills, maintain basic health, hygiene, and feed yourself. Let's take a closer look at the things that are under your control. When and for how long you do things, which things you do first, your attitude to doing things, how much you do, how much you allow your environment to influence you. So while none of us can control the fact that there are always 24 hours in a day, we can control how we use those hours. None of us can control the fact that there are some annoying tasks and obligations we're required to do in life, but we can control how we do those things and the way we think about them. None of us can control the fact that the world is distracting, chaotic, and demanding, but we can control what we pay attention to, what we say no to, and how we manage our path through those distractions. This has been Self-Discipline for Tedious, Boring, and Difficult Things. Written by Peter Hollins, narrated by Russell Newton. Copyright 2024 by Peter Hollins. Production copyright by Peter Hollins.